for him.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. JaVale McGee is out there with Wood. Then there's Irving. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Doncic in at the point. And that one's good, Irving.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open. So you've got to be ready to receive.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Edwards looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
No good from Irving. Timberwolves on offense. McDaniels passes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
You know what makes Towns so dangerous in transition? He can beat you with the shot, or he can beat you at the rim.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Edwards passes to Towns. Hardaway against Conley. Shot from 16. Gobert pulls it in.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rack.
Doncic outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you look at all the things Doncic can do. One in particular, he can control the pace of the game.
And, Greg, I love that about him. His size, his strength, his savvy, his skill set. You really can't speed him up at the offensive end. Everything he does is at his pace and his tempo. He methodically breaks you down.
And it's in there.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
Irving can't hit.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid, 79%.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to McGee. Back to Doncic. And McGee kicks to Doncic. On the wing, Irving. Shot clock at 5. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
And here is Conley after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Conley, the pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Plays it in off the breakaway. Irving's got 6.
Well, you got to mind your business around Irving when you've got the ball. He'll pick your pocket in no time.
1:11 left in the first quarter of the game. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Doncic. He's got 8.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Conley's shot is off. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. Edwards finds McDaniel. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Edwards passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
That one good for 2.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. Back to McDaniel. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Doncic. Diving in, and the dunk by Doncic.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by a bucket. From Target Center, back in a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Edwards against Irving. Doncic looking it over. Back to Irving. Fires the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Irving's got 13 points.
Irving knocking down that 3. Textbook form, too. Never rushes anything. Mechanics are efficient and effective.
Edwards against Doncic. Here's Towns. Christian Wood grabs the rebound. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Irving. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
You know, his job is really to carry the load offensively, and that's exactly what Irving is doing tonight.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And finished off by Gobert.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Irving.
And there's the pass to Wood. Outside Irving. Back to Wood. Dallas needs to get off a shot. For the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, I think this is where Wood's activity level is through the roof. He is a monster on the glass.
Doncic against Edwards. That's a 2 from Towns. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
I'll tell you what, guys, that's not an easy finish, but somehow Doncic makes it look rather effortless.
Dallas shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Pass to Conley. Back to Towns. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Here's Irving. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in that. 2 minutes.
Outside, Towns. Conley against Irving. Here's Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Tim Hardaway picks one up. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Irving finds Hardaway. Conley against Irving. Over Conley. Oh, trying for it. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Irving. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, great display of concentration and tenacity from Irving there. Fighting his way through contact, getting it up and down, plus the foul.
Conley kicks to Towns. Misses off the left iron. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Doncic with it. Conley picks him up. Here's McGee. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Here's McDaniels. The shot from the low post is good. McDaniels got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Doncic with a screen on Conley. Doncic outside. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And McGee kicks to Wood. Outside Irving. This one for 3. And they'll get another chance. Back to Wood. Here's Doncic. Chalk up 2 there. Doncic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavs.
Luka's a big 6'7", very strong, deceptively so. He's an extra forward out there rebounding the ball, even though he's got point guard skills when it's in his hand.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Maxi Kleber is out there with Green. Then there's Hardy. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Bullock in at the 2. And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
And Minnesota has possession. Alexander Walker passes to Prince. Passes to Alexander Walker. Anderson the screen. With the drive. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Anderson's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Kleba gets to Green. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one is off. And he sinks the second. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, and they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Prince outside, inside, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting pocket.
Here's Bullock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And looking at Reggie Bullock, where he's had quite the ride as a pro.
Yeah, he certainly has, Greg. I mean, he's been a lot of places during his 8-year career, but the thing I like, no matter where he's been and what uniform he's worn, he knocks down shots and does exactly what's asked of him.
Anderson against Kleba. Anderson kicks to Prince. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
Hardy passes to Kleba. Out left to the wing. Screen by Kleba. To the middle. Plays it up and banks it in.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Alexander Walker passes to Prince. Anderson is screen on Green. From downtown, Anderson's shot is off.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Hardy passes to Powell, and it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game. Clark, when the Mavs traded for Rajon Rondo during the 14-15 season, Dwight Powell was included in that package, and he's still with them.
Yeah, you know, Rondo spent just a half season with the Mavs, and really at that point in time was in the second half of his career, while Powell has been there ever since and is a nice foundational piece. I mean, they love his work ethic, and he's a key part of their rotation, and I don't see that changing.
Dallas making a switch here. Christian Woods checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Green. Irving's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And Doncic is subbed in for Hardy. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Now, here is Irving. 18 points for him. Pulls it from 20. Offensive rebound. Howard. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Another shot. Powell trying to free himself up. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. Doncic with the steal. Irving looking over the floor. Out to Doncic. Dish now to Powell. Doesn't go for him. Timberwolves go the other way with it. McDaniels passes to Towns. Wasted no time on that one. And 12 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Showing us a little bit of everything tonight. Karl Anthony Towns, extremely versatile, taking over at the offensive end.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Gobert trying to get open. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Mavericks trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Out to Hardaway. To the inside. Gobert with the block. Hardaway against Edwards. Outside Conley. And it's Towns penetrating. And he gets the... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original person.
The previous play is under review.
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
To make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
JaVale McGee's checked in for foul. The free throw drops for Towns.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier. And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Well, you've got to be conscious of where Irvin is because he's consistent in getting the ball in the basket.
Doncic against Edwards. Outside, Towns. From outside, off the mark. Doncic against Edwards. McGee a screen. The three for Doncic. Can't hit that one. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves lead by 5. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skill.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Crosses over, and Doncic throws it down.
Boy, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heels.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 3. Wood with the screen for Doncic. Pass to Wood. And finished off by Wood.
Well, we talk about it all the time. Hard work pays off, and Wood works extremely hard to fight for the finish he wanted there.
Towns, the pass to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. No one near Conley as he lets it go. No good on the triple. Left side, Irving. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And finished off by Edwards.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition. Has a really good understanding of how to feel the lane and get where he needs to be.
Here's Irving. That one rolling around and rims out.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Conley against Irving. Takes the 13-footer, and that one drops for him. Irving's got 22 points.
Boy, you need a confident player to get you a big bucket, and that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
Edwards passes to Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that win, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
Doncic with the steal. Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 5. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He said we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. Lead it with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Edwards kicks to Conley. Edwards dishes to Towns. Edwards against Doncic. Edwards passes to Towns.
Boy, that's outstanding defense by Wood. He's tall, rangy, good timing. He's tough to shoot over.
No coverage that time. Edwards got the lead up to 8 now for Minnesota. McGee sets the pick for Irving. Kicks to Hardaway. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Latrey. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Towns.
And they just didn't have enough to overcome this deficit. Chalk up this game as a fantastic victory for the Timberwolves.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Good on the first, and that brings them within single digits.
Hard to keep up with Irving. I mean, this guy knows how to get to the line. He's a multi-dimensional scorer, always attacking.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Outside Conley. Towns, a screen on Irving. Conley finds Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
There's McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a plain view of the court.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For
big men rule.
Well, the game has become so perimeter-oriented. These guys have a lot of skill, and they're going to be able to operate inside a phone booth, and we'll see if these big guys can find a way to dominate uniquely in the way that they bring their offensive.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. They're the 2 and the 3. Gordon is the 4 with the Joker in the middle. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. Now here's Murray. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Outside for Porter. 5 to shoot. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And Aaron Gordon, Grant, growing up in the heart of Silicon Valley, San Jose.
Yeah, Aaron, using that to his advantage, involved with some apps. Now, we've seen a lot of players getting into the tech world. Great to see guys like Gordon branching out into business. And guys, over the last several years, Denver's been top 10 in offensive rating. Now, they played a slower pace, but made the most of their possessions.
It's good. Towns has got 5.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Gobert against Jokic. That shot is off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Boy, this Denver team, great offensively over the last couple of seasons. How so?
Well, BA, they execute in the half courts. That's pretty simple. I mean, so difficult to do against NBA defenses. Now, normally they have multiple ball handlers on the floor, guys who can make quick decisions.
And that one falls for Towns. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Yeah, Porter working very hard to keep the play alive and come up with some point production.
Conley up top. Pass to Towns. Here's McDaniels. Now here's Gobert to the left side wing. Conley passes to Gobert. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Jokic. The shot no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. McDaniels from long range. The rebound by Murray. The Nuggets trail. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. Now Towns. Give him 8 points now. Over to the wing. Gordon with a steal. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 12-4 run. Conley passes to Towns. McDaniels from long range. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon left side. 1:51 left to play in the first. Jokic in the post. He's guarded by Conley. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 3. Goes up from the block. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
In the painted area at that kind of size, Jokic is a rock that's not moving around.
Towns, a screen on Murray. Pass to Towns. The 3 is up. Porter pulls it in. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gordon. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Conley against Murray. No good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Pass to Jokic. pulls it from the corner. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has gotten his second bucket.
And Murray with an instinctual play there. He has that ability. You can see the play. It evolves. And he makes a quick decision.
Second team foul.
52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Conley passes to Gobert.
You can stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands help alter what would have been a sure two there. You think about some of the great young centers in this league, but when it comes to making everyone around him better, Jokic is the man.
Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. There's the triple. Rebound Minnesota.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Conley. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Back to Gordon. Now Jokic. Defended by Gobert. And it's Jokic off the drive. And the dunk by Jokic.
There's a different power in the way that Jokic is able to drive the basketball. A lot of defense is not able to stop it.
And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are.
The previous play is under review.
Did he get the basket off in time or not?
Tough call to make in real time. I mean, good thing they can go and slow it down and look at it again, because this is so important.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So it's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the court for Denver, Gordon is the 4, with the Joker in the middle. Murray. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, amazing.
Man. And that's a staple move from Aaron Gordon.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA draft.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent. That's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And the basket by Towns.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Gordon with a screen on Conley. And he's going for the lob. And Gordon with the big finish.
One of the better dunkers we have in the NBA, Aaron Gordon. Showtime.
Conley up top, defended by Murray. The shot by Conley, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And here's Jokic outside, and he drains him. That basket makes him 4 for 9.
Yeah, you want to try to chase him off the arc. If Jokic gets set out there at 3, he can hit him.
Edwards for 3. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Denver has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside Murray. To the inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Well, the Timberwolves shooting efficiently. 50% so far. Conley passes to Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. The Nuggets have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And here's Gordon from the arc. And Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And Edwards slams it in.
A reverse slam? That was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Here's Jokic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And in 2022, more history made by Nikola Jokic, becoming the first player to amass 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season.
And Nikola Jokic breaking barriers at the center position, Greg.
Oh, so true, B.A. That 2,000, 1,500 season, it never been done before. The Joker's ability to be a facilitator at the 5, almost a point center, we've never really seen that before. The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Murray from outside. Edwards pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
So what do you think the keys are that can help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Gobert against Jokic. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Jokic with a screen on Edwards. Buries it from 3.
Kind of amazing because Jokic has that passing ability and what it's done in terms of how the coaches run their offense around what he can do.
Here's Towns. The kick out to Conley. Throws it up high. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on a slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. This one for 3. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 3. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Prince in at small forward. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Free throw good. Green.
Now look at this Denver team, and you just expect them to be good for a long time. Obviously, MVP and Jokic, but their best players all young, signed the long-term deals. They should be able to compete.
Bryant, no good. Minnesota in the lead. And it's Alexander Walker penetrating the layup off target. With a bucket here, they can recapture the lead.
I like how they've hung in. Never let things get out of hand.
Yeah, great job by the Nuggets putting together this core. They're set up for success for a while, Brent.
Well, we saw that potential BA come out in the bubble, getting to the conference finals, and now it's about getting key players back to health and at full capacity. And if they do that, I expect them to make the noise that the Western Conference wants to avoid.
Kicks it out to Jackson. There's the steal. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. And finished off by Anderson.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Brown driving to the basket.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Prince with the bucket.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
The Nuggets have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Jackson outside. Inside. Green in the post. Prince is there. Misses in close. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pure from three-point range.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Green finds Bryant. Oh, and Reed with a block. And they get it back. Green for 3. And he stays with it. From deep. Here's Najee. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Prince. There's the 3. Nails it from 3. Prince has got 9 points in the quarter.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
To the wing, right side. Beyond the arc. And no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. On the attack, Green kicks it out to Bryant. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Pass to Prince. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Reed, a screen on Green. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor, and the physical nature of his play, you got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
Prince at the line for 2.
He's perfect from the line this time. There's 53 seconds left in the third. And it's Jackson on the take. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Just dicing through the lane there was Reggie Jackson.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Pass to Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Bryant inside. looking for his first basket still in this one. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Jokic is checked in for Najee. Porter Jr. comes in for Green. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Brown. And Murray subbed in for Jackson. And here's Jokic. 11 points in the game. And that one drops.
Some nights Jokic is patient where he plays the role of the setup man. But tonight, he's setting his own table.
Here's Reed. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Denver looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Murray and Caldwell Pope are the backcourt pairing. Porter Jr. and Gordon at the 3 and the 4. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And Gordon with the big finish.
And he's going to go upstairs with authority. AG rising high.
McDaniels against Porter. McDaniels passes to Towns. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Aaron Gordon.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And he lobs it up. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. McDaniels, that's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Here's Caldwell Pope, guarded by Edwards.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Pass to Towns. Here's McDaniels. He's guarded by Porter. Porter against McDaniels. The second effort. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Gordon against Towns. Gordon, the pass to Porter. Here's Caldwell Pope. Lets the 3 fly, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. And it's Denver with a rebound. Porter's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Gordon, the pass to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And appreciation for Jamal Murray and his athleticism getting all the way up there.
Ticked by Gobert. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Here's Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. Stolen by Conley. Here's Towns. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Wow, what a forceful drive by Towns. Going hard at the hoop and picking up a good foul along the way.
And so he hits both.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
The Nuggets running out of time. Pass to Caldwell Pope. From behind the arc. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Here's Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Nuggets have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Here's Gordon. Oh, they get a hand on it. Jokic passes to Gordon. Basket's good.
Aaron Gordon's athleticism can show up in other areas. That time, track down the offensive board.
Outside Conley. Towns up top. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Towns has got 6 here in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
From deep three-point range. Again, the miss by Towns. Denver's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Timberwolves.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And what a huge performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Here's Jokic, and the dunk by Jokic.
Here's Serbia. Jokic up there.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Conley with the ball. Towns up top. 15 seconds left in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon down low. And Gordon with the big finish.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight.
Well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The forward spots will be Porter Jr. and Gordon. Murray and Caldwell Pope, the guards. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle.
Luka Doncic made it known early in his career he is one of the best passers in the NBA.
Jokic with a screen on Doncic. From past the arc, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Hardaway. The three for Doncic. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Mike Malone gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. The pass to McGee. Moving against Caldwell Pope. Rebound by Murray.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the final. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close, reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
Porter outside Gordon. Murray kicks to Gordon. Going inside, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, just so good at navigating his way into that painted area. Incredible confidence from Aaron Gordon.
Irving finds McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
Wood with the screen for Irving. Inside. Wood kicks to Irving. Out to Doncic. Driving the lane, and Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Here's Jokic. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the put.
Jay, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
How quickly Kyrie squares up so quickly after a dribble, even on pull-ups. That is difficult to guard.
2 minutes.
Jokic against McGee. Fires for three. Another miss by Jokic.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Doncic against Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That one on Porter.
Well, watching Luka Doncic, you see someone who has got extraordinary feel for the game of basketball. Knows when to score it, knows when to pass it. His vision and his big-time shot making are all incredible.
Well, technical fouls have been an issue for Luka Doncic since he entered the league.
First of all, you love his passion, but I think we've seen real progress in this regard, and that's because you understand if you're Luka Doncic, you need to play high minutes for your team.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Porter.
And what blows me away about Doncic, the consistency across the board.
GA, for 3 straight years, he was selected to the first team All-NBA, and that's all before he turned 24 years of age. Do you have any idea how hard that is to do? What he has done is incredible.
Doncic looking it over. Cranes the three-pointer. Doncic has got 8 points.
Man, that is ridiculous range from Luka Doncic. Yes, step across half-court line, I'm in my range.
Here's Murray driving to the basket.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped. Here's McGee, and it's Denver with the rebound. 36 seconds left in the first. Porter passes to Gordon. Now, here's Jokic. Outside for Murray. A three ball. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Murray's got his second bucket.
Really, Murray can hit from anywhere on the arc. The corner three is just another trick he has up his sleeve.
Caldwell Pope against Irving. Pass to Wood. There's the three. Another three for Dallas.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
A good game so far as we conclude the first. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
We've got Hardaway. Kyrie Irving is out there with Doncic. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Wood in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And the Mavs fans are hoping this team, Doris, is poised to repeat the success of the early 2000s.
Well, Kevin, I think you have to look at the deep run into the playoffs from last year where they finally figured out the pieces they need to have around their great star, Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need shooting across positions, but I think one thing you need to consider if you're the Dallas Mavericks, paint protection is critical. High-level defenders are critical. So you need that presence in the paint and a vertical threat at the cup to enhance Luka's skills even more. To me, Aaron Gordon has all the tools you'd want for a player on the rise. Very good establishing chemistry with his teammates, and all the necessary attributes are there to take a big jump.
Now, here's Irving. It's hauled in by Jokic. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Porter in the corner. Back to Gordon. Jacks up a three. Christian Wood grabs the rebound. Wood's got 4 rebounds in this game. Irving kicks to Wood. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Wood's got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
Pretty pass by Kyrie Irving. Nothing like making your teammate feel good right there.
Murray, the pass to Caldwell Pope. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And that high skill level coupled with the 6'10 frame and Wood looking more and more polished as a catch and shooter.
Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy, but now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And you hear about impacting winning? How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
Jokic, a putback. Kicks it out to Gordon. Passes it to Porter to end the run. Sinks the triple. Porter's got 5.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now, here is Irving. There's 1:40 left in the first half of the game. Wood with the screen for Doncic. Another three for Dallas.
And Doncic loves the ability to respond with a three. That is tough.
Murray outside. Gordon finds Porter. Gordon against Wood. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
One of the stars of the 2020 bubble playoffs, Jamal Murray.
I mean, remember, he had a 50-point game. Murray averaged over 26 points, helped Denver make it to the Western Conference Finals. We saw Jamal take his game to another level in Orlando.
Now, here's Irving. Over in the corner, Wood wants to get it to Irving and does. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Irving kicks to Wood. 32 seconds left in the first half. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the paint, here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Now, here is Irving. Pulls from the top of the key, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 9. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone as the second half approaches, Coach, what do you...
All right, David, thank you. We'll be... Happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Jordan is up there with Thomas Bryant. And there's Green. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Brown in at the 2-guard spot. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes. Unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
And such a young, exciting core for the Nuggets. The MVP, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. This group has a chance to be a contender for years to come.
With Jokic, I mean, the potential, Greg, of this Denver team, they've got so much of it. But what is the key for them to actually reach it?
Kevin, simply health. I mean, they need Murray and MPJ to be out there. Those two have had major injury issues. Jokic is a generational talent, but the man needs help.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Powell's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
Now here's Jordan. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Powell pulls it in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and It's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
NBA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Here's Bullock following the score by Reggie Jackson. The shot by Powell, no good. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Boy, what a season 2022 was for the Dallas Mavericks, making it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Obviously, the huge upset over the Suns turned that season into what was a dream run early in Luka Doncic's career.
Now, here's Green. And the pass to Hardy. Here's the three. He can't get that one. And Denver the other way now. Kleber with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And Green slams it in.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Outside for Jackson. Here he goes. The Mavericks pull it in. And with the Mavs a trip doors to the conference finals, puts them ahead of schedule, many people think.
Yes, Kevin, but I don't think you can let that momentum you built last year fade in any way. You've got to keep your foot on the gas pedal. We know how fragile success in the NBA is. You've got a top 5 player on your roster. You have to make sure you're taking advantage of opportunities.
Dallas leading by 14. Hardy passes to Kleber. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
For Dallas, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago. About 77% from the line.
Now here's Jackson. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, Thomas Bryant has the kind of length to get well above the rim. Nicely done. Great target on an alley-oop.
Here's Harden. Down kicks to Green. Into the lane. And it's Green slapping it down.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Here's Bryant. It's good. Bryant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you simply have got to make sure you know where Bryant is on the floor. This guy runs hard and will get you easy buckets.
Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jeff Green picks one up. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Brown the pass to Jordan. Here's Bryant. And again, it's Denver.
Well, we all know shooting's so valuable in today's NBA, and bigs have got to be able to do it. Thomas Bryant doing work in the mid-range.
Now, here's Green. 7 points in the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. A different look for Denver. 13 feet away. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. And it's 8 points for Kyrie Irving. Gordon with a screen on Doncic. And Murray. Here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really, Murray is so crafty at getting contact on his drives. Just fearless going to the hole.
And so Murray nails both of them. Irving passes to Doncic. McGee sets the pick for Doncic. No good on the 3. No good on that one. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in control with the 9 point. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
They're just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Christian Wood is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Irving in its shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Irving following the basket by Jokic. And here's Doncic from the arc. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Jokic from outside the arc. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And McGee kicks to Hardaway. Misses the three. The Nuggets trail by 7. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Murray. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
He gets it in there. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
I could make the case Kyrie Irving is the best ball handler of all time. On the dribble drive, look out.
Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Jokic high post. McGee's there. Fades. Jokic with the bucket.
And that mid-range jumper, a big asset for Jokic. Draws defenders away from the bucket and gets them the spacing they need.
Irving with a clean look. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Got a piece of it. Hardaway against Gordon. There's the drive. It's rebounded by Dallas.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
And Doncic gets it to go.
An easy option in the catch-and-shoot game. He normally has the ball, but proving he can play without it.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. And he goes right over Luka Doncic and slams it down.
Wow, the tenacity of Aaron Gordon, the athleticism is just amazing.
Doncic with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Moving against Caldwell Pope. Doncic left side. 5 to shoot. On the wing, Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Murray, the pass to Porter. Back to Murray. Here's Gordon. He takes it in, and it's Gordon with the finish.
That, to me, guys, is a combination of balance and strength. Aaron Gordon, terrific at staying in control on tough finishes.
Doncic outside. Lets the 3 fly. McGee. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Jokic. Doncic outside. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's up a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Mavericks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Oh, here's Gordon after Luka Doncic's miss.
Well, he came into the league as an incredible athlete, but Aaron Gordon has put in the work to be a great offensive player, and right before our very eyes, it's happening.
Now, here is Irving. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, three-level scorers will use the mid-range when it's given. Kyrie Irving did exactly that.
Misses there. So no problem for Dallas as they get the week. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. And he drives in. The Mavericks pull it in.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Here's Edwards. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Towns a screen on Irving. Gets the three to fall.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Doncic outside. Launches a three. Drains the triple. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Irving, that's good. Irving's got 6 points.
Well, I tell you what, Kyrie is an absolute magician inside. I mean, it's obvious that he works on his finishing, but he works on big guy drills too. That makes him even more impossible to deal with. I don't know if we've seen a better finisher in the history of the game that's 6'5" or short.
Pass to Wood. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
McGee, a screen on Edwards. And here's Doncic outside. And the Mavericks, another three.
You know, that's a real key for Doncic. I mean, when the three-point shot is dropping for him, his guard... Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Here's Irving. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Conley. And Minnesota calls time here.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Get a big round of applause for your defense crew.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. 6 to shoot. Outside Edwards.
2 minutes.
Right side McDaniels. And stolen by Hardaway. Doncic against Conley. Wood, a screen on Conley. From deep, here's Doncic. The Mavericks rebound. Hardaway, the pass to Doncic. And here is McGee. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. Over Edwards. Pass to Irving. Out to Wood. Three-pointer. It doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
That's so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
Irving for 3. Fires in the triple. Irving's got 11 points.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter. And he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Edwards, a pass to Conley. To the middle. The shot by Towns, no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And that one's good. Irving.
You know, his job is really to carry the load offensively, and that's exactly what Irving is doing tonight.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Conley finds Gobert. Back to Conley. Pass to Edwards. And he lobs it up to the rim. The kick out to Conley. From outside the arc. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And Minnesota calls time here.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically, there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Nine seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Irving. Another one falls for Dallas.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks earning this break in the action, up 10. Their key to consistency has been their... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing they've done is look to shoot from the mid-range often. So far, it's really paying off for them.
They've got Tim Hardaway, JaVale McGee out there with Christian Wood. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Doncic in at the 1. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Sends it home from three-point land.
And you know, you felt this coming ever since summer league. The idea of Kyrie Irving out of Brooklyn. Now, we all know the two sides just couldn't see a long-term future together. So the Nets were able to send Irving away and get something before he left in free agency.
Irving with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Pass to Doncic. Five on the clock. Here's the 3. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, I love to see Wood use his great length to get to that offensive rebound.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Kyrie Irving. Clark, you've got your good players in the league, but then there's that group that is in that elite category. What type of player commands that kind of respect?
Well, I think it's a guy who shows up every day but produces at a high level. I think you probably tip your hat to scores in that case, but there's a lot of respect and cachet given to outstanding defenders. Anybody that's excellent consistently, I think, gets a level of respect that's special.
Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Towns has got 8.
And you see Towns with those big mitts, able to control the basketball on the dribble. That's where the size of your hands can be a nice asset for you.
Wood passes to Doncic. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And now the T-Wolves on the break. McDaniels, that's good.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Doncic finds Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Three-pointer. Irving with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
And Dallas calls time here.
For your D-Town crew. You know what talented man.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
All right, let's hear it one more time.
Conley passes to Edwards. Towns a screen on Irving. Pass to Towns. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Excellent job by Towns to stick with it. Didn't let the defender get to him there.
Here's Irving. Now Hardaway. Right side, Irving.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
When you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic, he has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
Doncic hits them both, and the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. That's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
McGee, a screen on Edwards. Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Doncic showing you his smarts there because he really sized up the situation and took advantage of what the defense gave him.
They set the screen. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Irving against Edwards. Pulls it. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Gobert's got his second basket.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Irving, that's good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Conley against Doncic. Here's Towns. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Showing us a little bit of everything tonight. Karl Anthony Towns, extremely versatile, taking over at the offensive end.
Hardaway, the pass to Doncic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this was slow.
The previous play is under
Many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
.34 seconds left in the second. Edwards finds Conley. Back to Edwards. Now Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And so Towns nails them both.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
And here is Irving. 17 points in the game. No one near him. And yep, it's good. Irving's got 19 points.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Mavericks on top, up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then there's Torian Prince. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. And the Timberwolves call time here. Here's Noel. To the inside. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Down low. Here's Hardy. Outside for Green. Pocket 2. And he makes it. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Anderson inside. He's checked by Kleba. And the shot goes.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Here's Hardy. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Back to Green. Alexander Walker grabs a board. The Timberwolves shooting a sensational 78% from the field in this game. That one's good. This game is all even.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Over to the wing. Powell sets a screen for 3. Hardy. That shot, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. You know, Nas Reed initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, D.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Nas Reed an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reed did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Here's Bullock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And rejected. Here's Noel. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Prince. Anderson for 3. It's stolen by Irving. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Doncic, good.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining.
Towns a screen on Doncic. Conley passes to Edwards. Takes it inside. Oh, McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Doncic on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. Doncic, no good.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Inside. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Towns has got 16 points now.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Irving, good on the 13-footer.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Towns a screen on Irving. Out left to the wing. Towns passes to Conley. Here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And Dallas calls time here.
All right, let's hear it one more time for your team, your defense room.
There's 49 seconds left in the third. Conley passes to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
And Doncic launches from deep. And the Mavericks, another three.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And Irving gets it to go.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
And Edwards slams it in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Dallas calls timeout.
They're sending guys to the foul line way more than they should. You'd like to see better positioning defensively. You got to do your work early so you're not in position to foul.
Anyone out there want a free t-shirt? Team t-shirt challenge are going down to that is and please be big round of applause for your junior defense crew. For your junior defense crew.
Throw good, Edwards. And both free throws good for Edwards. Here's Doncic. 19 points in the game. With 4 on the clock. Count it, and the foul. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
Outside Edwards. It's good if it goes. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 5. All right, we're going to step with... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get... Oh! Powerful jam!
Woo! Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Conley against Green. Pass to Doncic. Back to Green. Here's Doncic. Over Edwards. Clock at 4. Hardaway finds Wood. No good from outside.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Until they foul intentionally.
Hardaway Jr. First personal foul. First team foul.
Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Hardaway. Here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Conley with the ball. Guarded by Doncic. Conley passes to Towns. Just 2 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves. Second chance shot. Yes. Great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 5 assists in the game. The Mavericks leading. Doncic outside. McGee, a screen on Edwards.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
From deep, here's Doncic. They grab their own miss. McGee, a screen on Edwards. And here's Doncic outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt it.
The previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. With the game being this tight, each possession takes on a greater importance. He told his players, quote, be in the moment. If something doesn't go our way, don't dwell on it. Focus on the next play. Guys?
As always, Allie, thank you. They get it back. And McGee with the stuff.
And, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Conley passes to Towns. The kick out to Conley to take the lead. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Conley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, it helps to have Conley on the floor during these moments. He's outstanding at coming through on those big possessions.
Doncic, no good. Minnesota's gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Wood, a screen on Edwards. Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moment.
Pass to Towns, takes a 3, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Wood with it. Lays it up and banks it in.
Wood embracing the moment and knocking down a big shot.
Minnesota in the lead. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter here. Back to Conley. Edwards with it. Green picks him up. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The team counts so much on Edwards for an awful lot. Going to the well again here.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Wood, a screen on Edwards. Wood outside. Back to Doncic. Stolen by Conley. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
I mean, they played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Love the consistency at the free throw line in this one, too, fellas. Getting a healthy number of points off trips to the line.
Three from Wood. It falls! What a beautiful shot. Brings him within three.
Wood's range makes him really dangerous. He's effective as a floor spacer.
Outside Conley. High post Towns. Clock at 6. Driving in. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Christian Wood picks one up.
And pretty reliable from the stripe. Cat accepts the responsibility of stepping up in these spots.
So he gets them both. And it's a 5-point game.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And it's Doncic missing. And here's Minnesota now. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Wood with the screen. From deep, here's Doncic. Oh, the trifecta!
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Towns for three. Can't get it to fall. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final. Few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. So the Nuggets win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. Porter. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Porter's got the opening basket of the game for the Nuggets. We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Murray scanning the floor. From deep, Jokic misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, there's Serbia. Jokic up there.
Here's Minnesota. Right now, I've sent it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Mike Malone. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thanks, David.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
Edwards passes to Towns. Right side, Edwards. And stolen by Murray. Out to the wing. Pass to Jokic. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit. And the second chance becomes a dunk we could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. And Denver has possession after the basket by Minnesota. Here's Caldwell Pope. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all. Oh!
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Down low. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Minnesota ball.
Timberwolves trail by 3. 1:51 left to play in the first. Conley with the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The shot comes out, and Minnesota will come the other way. Conley kicks to McDaniel. Conley against Murray. Lets it go from deep. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Conley. Towns has got 5 now.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, that is anything but your run-of-the-mill dunk there. I mean, that is a showstopper.
You know, that was straight out of the dunk contest. Double clutches and powers down the reverse. Wow.
Great timing, but Aaron Gordon's going to make any lob look good.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. A 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Gordon finds Jokic, releases. Again, the Nuggets score.
Good job reading the floor. Aaron Gordon solid at sensing when someone's open.
Edwards against Caldwell Pope. Edwards passes to Towns. And another three for Minnesota.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Here's Murray. Scores off the crossover.
Well, there's a little bit of Murray's handle on display. The D looked totally confused as to what to do there.
Towns sets the pick for Conley. From the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Conley. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. And it would...
Please give a big round of applause for your D&D Junior.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Murray and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. And it's Porter at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
In the corner, Murray with it. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Jokic inside, defended by Gobert. Gordon finds Porter. Gobert with the block. Towns for 3. Rebound by Murray. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. 7-point differential.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Hits it from three-point range. Edwards got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
It's stolen by Gobert. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Stolen by Gordon. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist from Porter. That's now 8 points for Jokic.
And the defense has to be aware that Jokic is still capable from the mid-range.
Edwards a screen on Murray. And Edwards with the stop.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Jokic kicks to Gordon. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Hits the jumper in space. Caldwell Pope's got 7.
Solid elevation there. A consistent point of release, and KCP with excellent shot.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
You combine that leaping ability and getting around the rim with some fluidity, that makes Aaron Gordon an excellent option in the pick and roll.
Edwards can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 8.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. McDaniels defending. Here's Gordon. Gobert with the block. But it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Towns with the steal. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Playing games at altitude here in Denver, Brent. How does it affect the player?
Well, you could say it's mental, but I could tell you from experience, Kevin, it is physical. I mean, it does hit you. You got to get past that early burn before you can get back into the endurance part of your condition.
And he comes up with the deuce. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
In the painted area at that kind of size, Jokic is a rock that's not moving around.
The kick out to Towns. And it's blocked by Gordon. The pass to Murray. And the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Here's Conley. Takes it inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Conley's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Gordon finds Murray. Let's go. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And Murray showing some smarts right there, some good patience in that pick and roll.
Edwards against Caldwell Pope. Oh, the lob to Gobert. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Caldwell Pope passes to Murray. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Left side, Towns. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can...
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third.
The Timberwolves, 37.
Play through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
It is way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. They've got Taurean Prince. Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 guard. So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Jackson kicks to Brown. It's deflected. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Jackson. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Kicks it out to Prince over Green. That one, no good. And Denver the other way now. Brown dishes to Bryant. Rebound, Minnesota. Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. Prince wide open. A three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets trail by 12. Brown drives in, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Here's Noel, guarded by Jackson. Reid gets the bucket. Reid's got his first points in this one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Bryant.
Good positioning. Anderson outstanding at staying in front of his man and using his length and contesting.
Prince's shot is good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Yeah, easy call.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
It's been interesting as Reggie has finally seemingly found a home, or at least confidence in the way he plays. He's a guy who can carry you on offense, and he will score in bursts. And those will be very loud points.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Jackson kicks to Brown. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul.
Fourth team foul.
Right side Jackson. Bryant up top. Jackson trying to break free. And Bryant the bucket on the assist by Jackson.
What do you want to see from your big guy? Just continuing to play aggressive.
Prince outside. To the paint. Here's Reed. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And it's Green with the jam.
Well, there's playmaking ability, and there's a willingness to attack the basket, and Jackson good at orchestrating that pick and roll.
Alexander Walker passes to Prince. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. And another three for Minnesota.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 18. The kick out to Brown. Bobbed up there for Green. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Prince dishes to Anderson, and Reed has it in the corner. The three. Noel, no good. Nuggets have gone 4-7 to get things started here in the second half. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brown, good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Noel. He's got 6. And here's Prince outside. It's hauled in by Brown. Right side Green. He can't get that one to fall. No good there. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting with a comfortable.
Please give a big round of applause for Anthony Jr.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Brown out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Green. And there's Bryant. It's Najee in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Credit to Reggie that time, making the right play call. The pick and roll gets him everything he wanted.
Here's Conley. The kick out to Towns. Conley on the follow. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. They're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting their opponents.
Thank you, David.
And this is Edwards' game, man. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And Edwards drops them both. The Nuggets trail by 13. Jokic, that's a two-pointer. And Jokic throws it down.
And the choker right now is dealing all-around game from him, reminding all of us he can pile up the points.
Right side Towns. Shakes him. And the dunk by Towns.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Murray with it. Now guarded by Towns. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
Conley against Murray. Towns for three. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. For Denver, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that.
Gordon intense going in there on the drive, turning the defense's attempt to slow him down and do a team foul.
In a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
Here's Murray driving the lane.
I like that penetration there. Murray getting to the cup with great quickness.
And he makes the first.
At the line for your Nuggets.
And so Murray nails both of them. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Jokic with the steal. Over Conley. And that one's good. Jokic.
Such a good handle for a big guy. Nothing super fancy, but efficient.
Launches it. Not going to go that time. And it's Denver the other way. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. At the top of the key, Gordon. Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Timberwolves leading by 9. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. From past the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Caldwell Pope outside. On deep. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
On the wing, Porter. Back to Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Michael Conley picks one up, so the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10. And Jokic drops them both.
Jokic gives you such a great foundation out there. He stays so level-headed. That's the kind of leader that this team has been feeding off of.
Conley kicks to Towns. Gobert trying to get open, and Towns the bucket on the assist from Conley.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Rudy Gobert.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Clock at 6. Outside, Towns. No good from outside. Feint looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
From deep three-point range, off target with that shot. And so the Timberwolves take the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got Christian Wood, JaVale McGee out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Irving in at the 2. Here's Caldwell Pope. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Wow, when we talk home court advantage, you think the Nuggets have the best in the NBA?
I think so, B.A., and it has to do with geography. Denver is at altitude, and that's hard on your body, trust me, I know. And they're isolated from the rest of the league, so it always is a long trip out there as well.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Wood outside, fires from deep. The shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way now. And it's Jokic off the drive. And Jokic throws it down.
And boom! The Joker off the dribble. Woo! I love it. A scary sight for any defense.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Wood. Here's McGee. Hardaway on the wing. He's guarded by Porter. Here's McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Now here's Jokic. Pulls up on the wing. And he connects with a jumper. Jokic has gotten his second bucket.
An efficient shooter like Jokic will always find points. All he needs is the ball.
The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Murray. Pass to Gordon. With the crossover. Oh! Get out the way, Greg! Get out the way!
Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
Doncic passes to Wood. Back to Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Authoritative finish by Luka Doncic above the rim.
Denver in the lead.
We have learned in a very brief period of time that there is absolutely nothing on a basketball court that Luka Doncic can't do. He is no doubt amongst the very big-time superstars in this league.
And it's Jokic missing.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And that one's good. Irving.
Well, smart play by Kyrie Irving. Just gets on the board in the mid-range.
And how about Luka Doncic? I mean, how remarkable, Doris.
BA, his numbers are insane when you consider how young he is. In his career, averaging more than 25 points, over 8 boards, and over 7 assists. Not many players contribute in every aspect of the game like Luka.
Hardaway, the pass to Wood. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Pass to Murray. Jokic with a screen on Doncic. Now here's Jokic. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially. Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
What a dynamic drive by Murray. Upsetting the defense and getting him to a shot.
McGee. And a missed layup. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. It's rebounded by Dallas. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Doncic outside. from deep. Dallas, no good that time either.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Here's Doncic. Into the lane. Irving for three. That shot missing. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Nuggets on top, leading by... Yeah, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. They've got Tim Hardaway. Luka Doncic is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's JaVale McGee, and it's Wood in at the 5.
Wow, incredibly quick feet of Aaron Gordon. This guy excels at seeing lanes to the rim and taking advantage.
Here's Doncic going inside, and Doncic hammers it home.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He's guarded by Irving. And here's Porter outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And we know that last year the Mavs had an issue with rim protection doors.
They did. And obviously that is the starting point, BA, for a lot of defenses. So you understand you have to address that. What you know, though, unequivocally, is you have excellent wing defenders on the roster. It's one of the most critical aspects of success in today's NBA. So really, it's about solidifying the paint, and let's see where this team goes from there.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Wood. Irving for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Murray passes to Jokic. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
Inside the paint, Jokic has that physicality that can make the defense a non-issue. He can just muscle his way for a shot.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Outside Murray. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Outside Irving. 4-3. Another miss by Irving. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Gordon. Back to Caldwell Pope. Now Jokic. Guarded by Wood. Who poked away. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Gordon with the big finish.
You know that the pass is for Aaron Gordon, but his athleticism takes any defense out of the equation. Doing work, Aaron Gordon.
Irving with it. Checked by Murray.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Wood outside.
2 minutes.
Pass to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Kicks it to Doncic. Let's go with a 3. Jokic grabs the board for Denver. They've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. So much NBA talent like Jamal Murray out of Canada, specifically the province of Ontario.
Yeah, very true. And I think that's because guys like Murray, born in the late 90s, they grew up with the NBA in Toronto. And Jamal and others have been inspired by the Raptors.
Wood outside. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Here's Murray driving inside.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Hardaway against Porter. Kicks it to Doncic. 59 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
The Mavericks have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Hardaway finds McGee. And here is Irving. Back come the Nuggets on the run. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And once the break is on, Murray gets involved, putting himself in the right position to score.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nuggets on offense. They're on a 13-4 run. Back to Jokic. With the drive. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Hard to slow the intensity of Jokic's drive. He goes in full force and is fouled in the act.
First free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
And Jokic drops them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
It goes on Kyrie Irving.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And he makes both free throws.
Reggie Jackson, one of those guys who does a little bit of everything. Can score it, can be a setup guy, can play the 1, can play the 2. You love his work.
Thanks very much, Allie.
Your Nuggets, 29. Mavs, 16.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Bruce Brown is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Zeke Naji. Then there's Jeff Green. And it's Bryant in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second half of Michael Malone. And Dallas calls time here. Big men nowadays, Doris. Some of them handle like a guard.
Well, this is the beauty and the natural evolution of having to function on the perimeter. You want to be as skilled as possible. We call it being a three-tool player, Brian. Can you dribble? Can you pass? Can you shoot? Increasingly, you must be able to do all 3.
But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
And here's Brown for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. It's Bullock on the wing, defended by Jackson. Here's Kleba. And the Mavericks, another 3.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Brown passes to Green. Kick out to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Boy, guys, with that appearance in the Western Conference Finals, it certainly feels like the Dallas Mavericks took a huge step forward. They played to their strengths. Obviously, the axis is Luka Doncic and his incredible skill set.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Jackson outside. And it's hammered home by Green.
Well, that's just a good idea by Jackson right there to pass it. Reggie's such a solid decision maker.
Right. It almost seems like last year we were seeing the team Dallas had been waiting for, Doris.
It seems, BA, they finally figured out what pieces need to be fit around Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need high-caliber shooting across positions. The one thing I think they need to continue thinking about is that rim protector and vertical threat.
And Dallas calls time here. And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with the matchups?
And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets.
Who's your Nuggets breaker? T-shirt time, everyone.
Here's Murray. 6 points for him.
Look who it is, fans. Your Nuggets dance team.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Out to Gordon. 4 on the clock. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Outside Irving. Wood outside.
Denver foul. Contavious Caldwell Pope. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Doncic. Murray knocks it loose. And he recovers it. Pass to Irving. Shot clock at 5. Second chance effort. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And that puts him just one foul from the bonus.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Jokic with it. Pass to Murray. To the inside. And it's Jokic missing. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. For 3, Hardaway knocks it down from distance.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long distance look right there.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., a valuable offensive weapon, even if he's a bit of a volume shooter, Grant.
Yeah, BA. I mean, his efficiency has never been a selling point, but he consistently will fill up the box score and always willing to shoot and can create for himself.
And that one's good. Irving. Irving's got 6.
Kyrie Irving is elite, finishing on the interior. Don't let the size fool you.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Off target with the 3.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Wood outside. To the paint. Here's McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Jokic. 35 seconds left in the third. Cans it with nobody near him. 12 points for him.
We're seeing how Jokic can take over a game on a good night. He gets more and more efficient every season.
Kicks it to Doncic. Back to Irving. Over Murray. And there's a 3-second violation.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr., a better playmaker than maybe people think. This guy very good at breaking the defense down.
And here's Jokic. Over Wood. Can't nail the jumper. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Please give a big round of applause.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. Christian Wood out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. Doncic against Murray. Good D by Doncic.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here's Irving. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Pulls up. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Nuggets lead by 11. Outside Irving. Kicks it to Doncic. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
You can see Luka Doncic has the body, the handle, the footwork, and the savvy to draw fouls. That is nicely done.
And the second free throw is good. The Nuggets shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Jokic the screen. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tim Hardaway. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Here's Jokic. Wood grabs the board. Wood's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Well, you can tell the team feeding off Luka Doncic right now. They see him produce. They're just getting him the basketball.
Jokic against Wood. Shoots from 14. Here's Gordon. Timing to the basket. It's rebounded by Dallas. Wood's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, thanks a lot. I had a chance to hear what Mike Malone was saying to his team. He spoke to his club like they were down in a score. He told them, quote, "We haven't won anything yet. Don't go easy. We've had all the leads like this, and we've seen them evaporate quickly." Coach bringing the urgency. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Jokic, no good. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Basket counts. Doncic has got 19 points.
What a finish by Luka Doncic. Don't underestimate his strength, but Don has got that in his game.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He's guarded by Irving. And Gordon with the big finish.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Doncic outside. The 3. And the Mavericks, another 3.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Luka Doncic with the delivery.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. From deep, Jokic. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
That three-pointer is big. Cancels out the triple at the other end and helps stretch out their lead.
And that one's good. Irving.
We all know that Irving wants to be the man to hit that shot. And when he takes it, he usually finds a way to finish.
Jokic with a screen on Irving. Caldwell Pope with a drive. Doncic pulls down the board. The Mavericks trailing. Drives to the hoop. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Doncic. Nice persistence to tip it back in. Doncic has got 16 in the second half.
Well, here is a player with great size and great instincts. It allows Luka Doncic to rebound consistently. Nicely done there.
Pass to Jokic. 18 feet out. And he nails that one right through the heart. Jokic has got 7 points here in the quarter.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Doncic against Murray. Back to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. McGee's shot is off. A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
Pass to Porter. Now Jokic. The Nuggets need to get one up. Porter pass to Jokic. Shoots over McGee. Jokic, no good. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Trailing by 4. And it's Doncic missing. Jokic with it. Here's Caldwell Pope from deep three-point range. Off on that one. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Allie LaForce.